I'm a bike technician here at Lectric, and today we're going to be switching out this XP Lite with some BMX parts provided by Source BMX. Great provider, always has a great inventory, and always has the items that we're looking for, so that's exciting. The inspiration with this particular design was the BMW M3, and the reason I did that is because it started with the saddle. So when I saw the saddle, I kind of built the color scheme of the bike around the saddle. Just because I saw that saddle and I just thought it was so retro and cool, and then it kind of looked like M3 stuff, so that was kind of the inspiration for that.
So hi, my name's Derek. I've been working with Lectric eBikes since October of last year. I was very fortunate to be brought in on this project. Luke brought me in after Levi came to us with this idea, and I couldn't be more happy to do stuff like this.
My name's Paul. I've been at Lectric a little bit over a year. Came to Lectric not knowing anything about bikes, like zero knowledge. Loved it as a kid, but as an adult, like, I don't really do bikes anymore. But coming here, like working with them on the customer service side, kind of like had an interest in, and then moved out to the bike tech area, and that kind of really started me getting interested in bikes. We've got our Lectric Blue XP Lite, which is super sick, really pops. And so we kind of wanted to calm it down with some brown. But I think the gum tires and the brown pedals go really nice with it. It kind of gives it, I don't know, it's ready to get dirty, ready to get some action.
The beauty with this XP Lite is that, the accessories and the parts are just so interchangeable that it doesn't take much to really trick it out and make it your own. Just with the amount of products that Source BMX has available, going with this particular style, I prefer because it sets the screen up for the controller for the display just so well. And you could get ones with the bars and with the sweeps and the bar crossed. This particular one, it just kind of, when we're said and done here at the end, the screen is just going to sit kind of flush and perfect with the bars. And so it's a subtle upgrade, but it just looks smooth,
I pre-built all the controls for our handlebar setup. This is also a Stay Strong bar. I believe we all have the same 3-inch rise bar that Ray's set up. But it really does kind of give a perfect little spot for the screen to kind of disappear in.
There was a lot of things to take into consideration, and that being was, number one, the saddle. I wanted to build it around the saddle. And then you got these 3 gray stripes right here. And so when we go to put in the tires, I just thought we couldn't beat this matching with the saddle with the gray walls. And then it just kind of lines up with the bike.
Mission pretty much outfitted this entire setup except for the seat and the seat post, and then a couple other personal touches that I do. I've got an upgraded premium headlight that we offer on our website as well. But then Mission tactical handlebar grips, cut to size to compensate for the throttle. And then we've got Mission tracker, orange tires, and then a KMC single speed chain, demolition pedals, also from Mission as well. All these are available on Source BMX. That was our one-stop shop for this entire build process today.
Source BMX makes it super duper easy. You can look at exactly what you're looking at and look at your colors and have it make a lot of sense pretty quickly. So the electric standard grips are kind of formatted for easy towny riding. They have these grooves right here that are, they kind of fit to your palm and whatnot. The grips that we're adding right now, they're meant for performance, and so they're going to have a lot more grip. They're going to have a lot more, you're going to be able to get your hand around it to be able to stay close to the bar for jumps and things of that nature. And the trickiest part you will do with this is trying to slide these on. So I always suggest using rubbing alcohol because it'll evaporate. That just kind of slides right on. So what's great is as that starts to dry, these won't move. And so you don't want throttle grips. To kind of expedite that process, I just hit this with some air. And between the dried alcohol and the texture of this rubber, that will be there now forever. So replacing the tire that comes with this, you know, these come with these great hippo skin Chow Yangs, you know, that are pretty knobby. And those are great tires. You know, when you buy a car, they probably set you up with really good tires as well. But for this particular venture, we're gonna go with some BMX slicks that are this gray and blue. Just match the bike. It's more stuff to be tricked out. And so this also allow the bike to go a little bit faster because you've got less holding you back. So you'll actually pick up some gas mileage on this. So next part of this is we're gonna put on the seat. For this, I had to order a special post. So most BMX seats that come are what they call a pivot seat. And what a pivot seat does is you take the Allen key and you put it in the slit right here, and then you bolt it down to the post that's already there. For this one, I had to do a little bit of fabrication. This was something I found on Amazon, less than 25 bucks. The thing is with a pivot seat, because BMX typically goes short, this was what I could find that had the extended post, so longer to be able to get that height.
I believe it's a Sub Rosa seat, had these little kind of pinstripes, kind of like the M3 inspiration that Luke took for his bike build. I'm real happy because I didn't know how I was going to get red and yellow into this build, but that seems to be all the colors I needed. Also, a feature I love about this particular product from Source BMX is this is from a company called Shadow Conspiracy, and they make a lot of cool stuff, but their thing is the coffin. So the slit looks like a coffin. It's just these little details that are cool. I always find that with the BMX products, the names of the stuff, you know, when I was growing up, it was Mongoose and Haro, and nowadays the you know, BMX itself has evolved to such a point that you know, they always just have such these kick butt names, you know, Cult, Shadow Conspiracy, Sambrosa, and it's just like great names, you know. But
we can move on to these pedals now. Pedals are always important because it's like you want the most grip. So it's always nice to have like pegs on them. These ones have nice plastic pegs, which saves you on weight.
the next thing I always switch out is always going to be the pedals. So these tires are from a company called We the People. Great BMX brand. Unfortunately, they didn't make these kind of colored pedals. So these pedals are obviously to match the tires. So these are a nylon gripped pedal, meant to take a tumble, meant to get rough with. You know, these are going to be pedals that just can really take a good beating.
We're going to do the rear tire now. This is a little bit more complicated, but I mean, just for the chain's sake. So, Vans is cool all around. Whatever they make, I think it's solid. You know, I like these because, you know, they look like the grips of the bottom of your shoes. So it's like, you know, we're matching. Me and the bike can become one.
We're gonna break this chain, and I'm a firm believer that you should always have just a little bit of bling going on. I think the best way to show a little bit of bling is with the gold chain. I just like the feel of it. I mean, to me, I've always loved a gold chain. You can get a lot of different colors. There's a ton of options on what you can do, but for me, I love the way gold looks on a chain, you know? It's, you know, for me, it's just a nice touch. And those that are in bikes sit there and go, oh, yeah, gold chain. So it's just a nice touch. Well, I said at the beginning of this that, you know, the inspiration was kind of the M3 because of the saddle and building things around that. But I also had this vision, 80s hip hop, and like a baby blue velour suit, gold chain. You know what I mean?
So yeah, that's start to finish. Let's take it off the stand so I can replace the post and the seat.
I do have a little co-pilot provided to me by Luke. So we brought in this little cardboard box full of stuff, and there was this little, I'll show you in a second, but my little CP3, my little co-pilot, and there's my little CP3. He's supposed to light up. I can't really get him to do it, but yeah. I couldn't figure out, I didn't want to lean him in on the handlebars, but I think it works down there. I don't hear him complaining.
Gucci brand. Yeah. You know, this one's just a regular stock, not a pivot post, it's just a regular stock seat post, so we were able to slap our adapter on there and use our standard post from the XP. So kind of an easier mod there. But yeah, I think this kind of pulls it all together and gives us a very sophisticated Lectric XP build.
You just finished your build. Let's give it a quick little wipe down, make it feel new. I don't know about you, but whenever I get a brand new car or a new bike, that thing stays clean for at least the first 6 months, and then it never gets washed. You know, when it comes to bikes, you will have 50 different people tell you what you should do with your bike, you know, and you get 50 different answers. Do what works for you.